Today we're going to show you how we get our travel trailer set up at a new site. So we've been on the road living full-time out of our 18-foot travel trailer for just over 2 months at this point, and we move a lot, usually 2 to 3 times per week. So we're doing this process quite a bit, and I'm really excited to show you the newest addition to our setup. The Maxchock X-shaped wheel stabilizer is designed for tandem tires on a camper or RV to help keep your rig stable and secure. I'll share more about that in just a second, but first we'll start at the beginning of the process. Step 1, get backed up into your site. Now before unhooking anything, I checked to see if we're level. Here we needed to raise the driver's side up just a little bit, so we did that using leveling blocks. Stop! Park it! Then before we unhook, I put these basic wheel chocks in the front and back on both sides so the trailer doesn't roll anywhere once we do disconnect. Now we can put the tongue jack down safely and disconnect the trailer from the hitch. Once that's secure, we'll disconnect our chains too. And then we'll put down our leveling jacks for stabilization. Yes, we do this by hand. I know people are going to comment about this. We do have the means to use a power tool. It's just really loud when we do it that way, and we don't always want to make a ton of noise when we're parked by other people. So that used to be the end of our stabilization process, but not anymore, and that brings me back to the Maxchock X-shaped wheel stabilizers. So this is what it looks like straight out of the box. Everything that you need is included. The box comes with 2 wheel stabilizers, a 1/2-inch nut driver for a drill, a handle driver if you don't have a drill so you can do it by hand, and also 2 locks. The chocks are closed when you take them out of the box. First, we played around with the hand driver to see if we could expand them that way, but it was just really slow. So we decided to grab a drill instead and attach that nut driver that Maxchock provided in the box. Side note, this is the recommended setup method per the directions that they include, and we can see why it's just way faster this way. Next, we placed the X-shaped wheel stabilizer between our tires and expanded them into place. It took less than 15 seconds per side.
It was incredibly simple, but use the drill, don't use the little hand impact thing unless like you're in a bind.
The chocks also have this convenient handle. It really makes it easy to hold on to while you're securing them in place, so you can do it by yourself. You don't need an extra person to help you out. The second side was just as simple, and then it was time to see if we notice a difference in the camper.
Let's go see if it shakes around at all.
You feel like you notice a difference right away?
The biggest difference was just stepping like straight into the trailer when everything's like you're on the edge, where I stepped in and I felt like it was way more stable.
What do you think, baby girl? And it's safe to say the pups approved as well.
You're always like going to the bathroom and then coming back, and I feel like the camper's always like this is way better.
So that was Cole's honest initial reaction to testing out the X-shaped wheel stabilizers, and we've been able to test them out a little bit more since then. We can definitely tell a difference, especially when all 4 of us are in the camper, Cole and I, plus the 2 dogs. It really makes a difference in terms of stability and just being comfortable living out of this thing full time. Apart from the added stability, there are a few other things that we really like about these X-shaped wheel stabilizers from Maxchock. One of the biggest is that they're just easy and fast. With how much we're moving, we can't afford to add something to our setup that's gonna tack on an extra even 5 to 10 minutes. So the fact that this adds maybe an extra minute is huge, and it's also just super convenient that everything you need comes in that case. Another thing that we really like is how versatile these are. So if we did get another rig down the line that had a tandem axle, we'd be able to use these. They can fit everything from a travel trailer to a Class A motorhome, a 5th wheel, etc. They say they can expand to fit wheels with a space of 3.5 to 11.5 inches between them. Before I close out this video, a couple other things in our setup that I didn't touch on, like how we connect to utilities. I didn't include that just because we don't always have full hookups and we don't always have utilities. We're often boondocking, staying off grid, and relying just on our solar power and the water that we have in our freshwater tank. If we do have hookups like electrical, sewer, and water, we do that at the very tail end of our setup process once all the stabilization is completed. I hope all that makes sense. I hope this video was relatively helpful for you guys. We are still new to this lifestyle. Again, we've only been living full-time on the road for a little over 2 months. We love adding new things to our rig and changing things as we go. So please drop us a comment below if there's a particular thing that you think we're missing in our setup. The link for the Maxchock X-shaped wheel stabilizer is down below in the description. Go ahead and check it out. We've really enjoyed this product so far. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. I post 2 videos a week every Monday and Friday. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.